Hi, everyone. My name is Ola. So, today I am walking you through a process of making art for my 6x6 contribution. So, there's a really cool gallery in Rochester called the Rochester Contemporary Art Center. And every summer they do a fundraiser called 6x6, where every piece of artwork is 6 inches by 6 inches. People of all kinds of skill level, from like small children to established artists, donate pieces. They end up having around 5,000 pieces of art, and every single piece of art can be purchased for $20. I'll link their website down below. So this year is my 5th year doing this show, and I decided to paint the gallery cats that got adopted last summer while I was volunteering with the install. So let's see how they turn out. I'm starting this with what I'm going to call an underpainting. I'm working off of some photos I took last summer. So I resized those and then just desaturated them through a little bit of a posterization filter and printed them out as my guidelines. So I decided to start with the floor, and I'm using kind of a warm toned gray color for it. And I want to make sure I'm intensifying the shadows both under the cats and under the gallery wall. I also want to make sure in this pass that I am really focusing on getting this right so that I can move on to the next pieces once this is over. While the gallery walls are white, I am using some very desaturated gray just to give it a little bit of a toning so that other colors pop off of it better. I decided to use watercolor for all the little paintings. I was initially going to use acrylic, but then the idea of squeezing out all those colors, the watercolor palette just seemed a lot easier. So I'm going a little bit abstract about it. I'm just referencing the colors that are in the picture, but not putting too much detail in the paintings, just giving a sense of the paintings. Honestly, this turned out to be the most obnoxious part of this because it is just like I'm doing little squigglies, but trying to get the colors right and in the correct placement. This, I think, took the longest out of everything, maybe except for the cats, but the cats were fun. This one just kind of went on for a long time. I did just a few light washes of color on the cats to establish a base tone. I was very intimidated about doing the cats. For whatever reason, I decided to use colored pencils, which I don't work with very often, but it felt like that would be easy to layer since the cats were kind of small in the paintings and get that fur texture. So at first, I was very, very intimidated. But as the time went on and I could see the various colors layer on each other, I gained confidence a little bit. This took quite a bit of time, and I just kept going in with the same colors, kind of layering them on top of each other, blending, and just trying to keep it very natural and organic looking. I then went in with a gray colored pencil and added some shadow lines around the individual paintings as well as the tags that go around each one, which is just a little line at the bottom. I repeated the same process for the other cat and realized that unfortunately I do not have footage of that, so I just have the first cat recorded. And now for the grand reveal. I'm really happy with how these turned out. They were dropped off at the gallery today. So I'm all set for this summer. I'm really excited. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next Tuesday.